So after I picked my monster and named it, I take it back to my ranch, and the first question I ask is, what will I give it this month? I don't know, I'm just starting the game! But yeah, I generally tend to go with a really sort of safe and predictable offer of fish, but I do like to look around just to show you guys. You can feed it milk, fish, some other really crazy crap, but you know, I think I'm just going to stick with the fish. Eventually you can buy other food items and stuff like that, but to begin with, let's just keep it nice and simple. You have to choose what to feed it every month, so you don't have to keep feeding it fish, you can feed it some other stuff as well. He seems to be really enjoying that. I like how the bird flies in and feeds it to him. Anyway, after you fed your little monster, you get into this conversation with these guys, and I'm just going to use this chance to explain Monster Rancher is different to Pokemon. Pokemon's about collecting monsters, Monster Rancher is about breeding them, making the best monster you can get. Kind of like Monster Seed really, but instead of building a whole army, generally you just build one, and the battles are in real time. They're not turn-based. The monsters, just like in Monster Seed, do have their own personalities and stuff. To begin with, they don't start off particularly loyal to you, so if you tell them to do something, generally they'll just go, I don't want to do it. Dude, do it or you get pummeled. Nah, I'm just gonna be an idiot. And so on. So you really do kind of need to train them up a lot, which is something I don't do in this video because I'm actually just trying to show you very quickly the main essence of the game. Anyway, this is the main training option. You can either do drill or entry. A drill is just a quick practice session where your monster can boost up his stats slightly, while entry will take up an entire month of your monster's time. You'll gain a lot more stats, but you'll also gain some new techniques. Allow me to show you some drills first. You have no control over these, and basically, as you progress through the game, your monster hopefully should get better and better at doing these things. These are just a couple of the actual training exercises that they can do. If you succeed, you get stat increases. If you don't, then, well, you don't, basically. Right then, this is entry. There are 4 stages to this, pointed out at the bottom right of the screen. These are, again, non-playable and stuff. You just have to watch your guy do his thing. You can skip it by hitting the triangle button, but you know, I like to watch them, they're quite amusing. Although, saying that though, if I was playing this game for a long time like I used to, then eventually you'll skip them. There is a chance you can actually meet up with a random monster while doing these, and if you defeat that monster you get a big bonus, so you know, that's pretty cool. You can also learn techniques, as I mentioned before. I especially like this one, waking up the sleeping camel. It's pretty fucking weird actually. I like how he just fucking headbutts that camel and nothing happens, and then he just keeps punching the shit out of it. Why not just walk around it or step over its head? I don't know. He's pretty knackered. Well, yeah, of course you'd be knackered. You're punching a giant fucking camel. So yeah, he takes another run up at it, like this fucking worked the first time. Bam! Oh, he actually manages to get it up. The camel, I mean. Dirty boys. Anyway, so yeah, that's Urant. Let's actually get some fighting footage on, shall we? So anyway, I entered this noob cup with my completely shitty monster, and let's see how far this will take me. Anyway, as I said before, this is actually a cup, so when I say it's a cup, it's actually more like a league, so you actually have to be really consistent. You can't just win a couple of games, you have to pretty much win every game. But if you do drop a game, there is still a chance of you winning the entire cup. Like I mentioned before, the battles are in real time, so it makes stuff pretty interesting. Now loading. Yeah, anyway, as you can see, my monster's fairly underdeveloped compared to the enemy monster. I literally didn't even bother training him all that much. I just wanted to show you guys what was going on. Right, as you see at the bottom of the screen, there's a little slider bar. If you can actually get near the enemy, you can actually unleash an attack. My character doesn't have an attack from the range of where she is, but she does. So she's got a distinct advantage. I need to get in close, otherwise I'm going to lose this battle. Now, every time I press the buttons, there's a chance, because my monster isn't particularly loyal to me at the moment, that she'll basically just stand there like, what the fuck? But eventually, when you train up your monster and stuff, he'll do everything that you say. My monster's pretty quick, so he can actually dodge quite a lot of attacks, but she's also quite agile as well. It's kind of annoying. One thing I really do like about this game is the actual battles do look like proper fights, and like they do actually hit each other and stuff like that. It's not like Pokemon where it's not very animated at all, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, the actual battles in this are very good fun once you actually train up your monster. That's the whole point of the fucking game. It's not something that you can just immediately jump into for like 10 minutes and get a lot of enjoyment out of. Like most monster breeding games, you actually need to put in the time and effort. Especially since like most of the decent monsters are on CD, or that you need to combine two different monsters to make a new monster. When all is said and done, Monster Rancher is actually a very good attempt of a decent monster breeding game by Temco. The graphics are actually fairly nice for the time. Remember, this was released in 1997 in most places. And the actual gameplay itself is actually really good. You can also play against a friend, you know, if he trains some monsters, you train some monsters. Because of real-time battles that this game has, you know, the fights are actually very tense and very good fun. The single player is engrossing, and some of the monster designs are actually very, very good. You've only seen a few of the monsters, and there are over 300 in this game, so yeah, definitely check this game out. It's actually a very, very good game. Anyway, this has been Danny. I'll see you later. I'll leave you to the rest of this fight. Bye.